And where did the idea come from for Drunk Bartender? Like,
Yeah, it was just, being down bad. I ain't had no money. And so, like that off week, like you get paid, you pay all your bills and stuff. Week after you got paid, you don't have no really extra funds. Yeah. So I had like birthday stuff to attend, somebody's birthday party. And I was like in my kitchen prior to, and I just recorded myself like POV, making a drink. Yeah. Just fucking around. And one of my homies hit me like, hey bro, that was kind of funny. I did like 2 more times like that. Thanks. And I just started taking it seriously. And like one of the homies I work with, shout out Addy, he was like my videographer at first, and then shout out Clayton. He was like kind of helping me like with productions and stuff. Yeah. And so we just started shooting videos, and it became like a thing. Like every Thursday, we'll get off at 5, go to my crib, we'll get all the stuff that whatever drink he's making, we'll invite people over, and I'll do the video, and then we'll have like food and stuff. It was like really a vibe, like you know what I'm saying, like 5-10 people, you know what I'm saying, just having a good time. And then he's kind of been going from there. So yeah.
Only get one life to live. We only got one life to live. Yeah, I feel the shit in my spirit. Whatever I got, I'ma give. Yeah, I had to look in the mirror, so that's what I got up and did. Yeah, now that I see what it is, I finally feel I can get out and live.
All right, you all. This is episode 10. I think it's gonna be the final episode actually, but this is episode 10. This is still season 1. We're gonna probably wrap it up after this episode, just for a little bit. But this episode is really, I've been saying special about everybody because everybody that comes onto the show is very special to me in some form of way. But this person I grew up with, and one of the big bros in the neighborhood, the person that when it came to the dressing, the styling, he was definitely on there. And this is the kind of person I was always going up to his doorbell saying, hey, I got some shoes. I'm trying to trade you some. He'd be, boy, go home. I'm trying to trade you. But, this person he's doing his thing. He's making his people proud, making me proud. And he's just an awesome person that I want y'all to get a chance to know. And he goes by Deion. Drunk Bartender.
It was good, man. Yeah, bro. I was just talking to Sam about, Olu, my bad.
Yeah,
Olu.
Yeah, we trying to say Olu now.
Yeah, Olu, man. About how y'all used to come to my door and your ass was such a slimy salesman. I used to always feel like I was being had. Like it would be valid trades. Like I think one time, the best trade that we did, we traded Cool Grays for them
Copper.
No, those like Entourage LeBron 8s. But like the LeBron 8s was crazy at the time. So at the time, great trade for both of us. You got the Browns, I got the Cool Grays. And I was just like, damn, I should call him back, bro. Because I wanted the Cool Grays really bad. At the time, I had never had like a Christmas, my Jordan 11. So I'm like, damn, okay, this is going to be great. I was in school. I'm going to go back to school with these. And so, bro, the way I'm like, I think I just got, man. I'm talking to my mom. I'm like, yeah, mom. Like, well, I'm like, oh, you bought the shoe. It's your shoe. So, blah. But yeah, man. Since like, what? Like 15, 16. It's been a while. I mean, before, I was when we actually like started talking and stuff. But it's been a long time, man. So, yeah, I'm definitely happy to be here and super proud of you and your brother.
Appreciate
man. Super
you.
Cool to see y'all doing y'all thing, man. Shout out to the Wood.
Yeah. We all grew up in the Wood, so shout out to that. And man, really, just to fast forward, just to where we are now. Yeah. I would say you're doing your thing with Drunk Bartender. Currently this month you got a Sober Bartender thing going. And so I just wanted to know did you ever imagine yourself even doing this at some point? Doing the whole Drunk Bartender or internet thing. Like,
no, bro. The crazy thing is, I started kind of in St. Louis, so like 29. I started in 2019. Okay. Prior to that, bro, I was not rocking Instagram. Like I literally don't have much on Instagram prior to like 2017. Yeah. I was like trying to be a 9-to-5 dude. Like I'm still like, you still got a job. What I'm saying is I was trying to like matriculate up that way. Yep. I thought that's all I was all really interested in was working. Yeah. For real. I never really did too much like creative stuff outside of like clothes and you could be creative through your dress and stuff. But as far as like Instagram stuff, doing any of that, nah, bro. I was super cool on any of that. I wasn't really super in it. I used to just really just fuck around. Yeah. On IG and just do just ridiculous things like. I just ride scooters. So my thing on Instagram used to be I used to ride scooters every day. Yeah. And I'll just post myself riding scooters. And that was like my whole Instagram for like the longest time. I'll just like post myself on the story riding a scooter. But yeah, never would have thought in a million years I'd be like doing like this type of stuff, which is cool. Yeah.
And where did the idea come from for Drunk Bartender? Like,
yeah, it was just, being down bad. I ain't had no money. And so, like that off week, like you get paid, you pay all your bills and stuff. Week after you got paid, you don't have no really extra funds. Yeah. So I had like birthday stuff to attend, somebody's birthday party, and I was like in my kitchen prior to, and I just recorded myself like POV, making a drink.
Yeah.
Just fucking around. And one of my homies hit me like, hey bro, that was kind of funny. I did like 2 more times like that.
Thanks.
And I just started taking it serious. And then like one of the homies I work with, shout out Addy, he was like my videographer at first, and then shout out Clayton, he was like kind of helping me like with productions and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we just started shooting videos, and it became like a thing. Like every Thursday we'll get off at 5, go to my crib, we'll get all the stuff that whatever drink we was making, we'll invite people over, and I'll do the video. And then we'll have like food and stuff. It was like really just a vibe, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 5-10 people, you know what I'm saying? Just having a good time. And then he's kind of been going from there. So yeah.
Right. And going back to the wood, how would you describe yourself as I've been asking this, but how would you describe yourself as a 12-year-old?
Man, I would just say active. I mean, I was playing sports and stuff. Yeah. And, especially like our neighborhood, we was outside. We was outside, man. So, I was playing baseball. I was like, having a game every day. And then like we were hooping in my backyard. I had like, everybody in the neighborhood would come through and like we'll just run twos.
Yeah.
We had like a full court, which was really funny. Like it just like my dad. So like my parents, random story. My parents got like the driveway redone, and the dudes, my dad is from Chicago Heights. So like, he just know a lot of random people that do construction stuff. So they like, hey Terrell, we got extra cement. What do you want to do with it? He was like, yeah, let's just like do a court in the back, right? And then so we did a little full court situation. Yeah. And they just had all the people come through.
Crazy.
And we used to hoop back there, run the whole twos.
No, facts.
That was super crazy.
You had people pulling up there too.
Yeah,
that's crazy
people was pulling up for real. Like it was really nuts, man. And everybody like, damn, Deion, how you so cold on your court, bro? I shoot on here all day, every day. I really like that. I used to put it on 8 and I used to dunk.
Yeah.
I bro, if y'all see me, y'all know me. Like it's probably crazy that me dunking, but I used to dunk on 8.5. I used to have a little bit of jump.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, man, that was a good time though.
Yeah. Would you say that person that was, the person you describe as a 12-year-old do you feel that that's truly who you are to like today? That's a
good question. Yeah, I think it's coming back for real. Okay. Like I said, I kind of got lost in the whole work world, like trying to work and trying to do that part, and like trying to figure out that part of my life. But I feel like lately, especially since doing like drunk bartender stuff, kind of like pushed me to be a little more creative in like my space, and also just be a little more personable and like open to like meeting new people and working with new people. So I feel myself kind of starting to kind of get back into like a little more happy-go-lucky type situation, because I was a super like cynical ass nigga. I think I'm always gonna be a cynical ass nigga, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
So I do feel like myself being a lot more open. Like I be seeing myself in certain spaces, having conversations, and like the conversation ends, I'm like, I just talked to this random nigga for an hour and a half. That was just so crazy. But my old self probably wouldn't have did that. Like I'll say like between like 25 to 27, 28. But I do feel myself kind of stepping back into, even like getting, kind of getting back in tune with y'all.
Yeah.
Like, I moved back to Chicago in 2019, and as soon as I moved back, I just, I don't know, I feel like I had like these blinders on in St. Louis, kind of only really focused on like what I had going on out there. Moving back, getting back tapped in with you and Olu, and even like kind of seeing what Fem got going on and stuff, and meeting Gentry.
Yeah.
Figuring out like, are you from the same cloth? You know what I'm saying?
You didn't know that. You didn't know that back then. That
I don't remember Gentry that much, to be honest.
Because he was always outside, like, and doing hooping stuff.
I don't even think Gentry would have made. I think I would remember that, because Gentry not a small guy, so I would remember like him hooping back there. But I don't know. Also, a little bit of a blur. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 30, so hooping with niggas at 12, it really ain't super. But I do remember specifics. But so like moving back, getting back in tune with niggas, definitely is starting to kind of like be a little bit more refreshing, because I was in St. Louis, I was really just meeting new people all day, every day through work. So kind of getting back to the roots of, my person, my being, has been really refreshing for sure.
Yeah. And what's some skills that you've taken away from you? I would say the creative side and bringing it into the work side, or the things that you've, gained in the work side and bringing it into your creative side. Have you found a way to mesh those two in, or still finding it? Yeah,
building that bridge between my professional life and my creative life has been a little bit of a task, because I still don't know how that shit go.
Yeah,
like, and I've been trying to give myself grace in those spaces, because I feel like a lot of people have been creative their whole life. I don't think I've been creative my whole life. I think that's like kind of like a reawakening, like kind of circa 2018, 2019. So a lot of people have been having these missions and these goals their whole life. So sometimes it gets kind of like, damn, like, you know, imposter syndrome starts setting in and things like that. And yeah, so just trying to like figure that out. And so what I do try to do and try to build those gaps and bridge those gaps is just, like I said, being personable and like speaking to people and not having too much pride to kind of ask those questions and kind of see what's going on. Like even more recently, I just been tapping in with like niggas at bartend. Like, bro, how, you know, what's your story like?
Yeah.
Kind of what'd you start off at? Like, I started at a dive bar, now I work at, you know, like the Waldorf, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see like, you know, how they journey went, how that side of things go outside the internet. So just here, like, you know, just pick people's brains and like I say, not be too prideful to ask like dumb questions or, you know, silly questions. You never know what you get back. So that's been kind of how I've been trying to build that gap between the two situations and trying to get some bread off this shit for real.
Nah, for real. You at that point now, you starting to pour into it where it's, I would say you pouring into it and it's feeding your soul in a way, but at the same time, you like, if I can collect some coins off this, I'm definitely willing to.
Yeah, man. And I also trying to keep integrity with the brand and like doing stuff like and keep on course like what I want to do and like what I like to see. Yeah. Especially when in like, you know, like the mixology space with that type of content, there's like ways you could just really make, I don't want to call it cookie cutter, but like template style videos where I'm sure everybody's seen the ones where it's like just like a hand and a cup and they just pour the ingredients in the cup and they just like use a little bit of sunlight. I could do that. Like I could literally do that. Yeah. And that'd be like the video. But like God didn't give me this personality to be like doing these like those type of videos. So like that's like 90% of what I be trying to put out is me. So mixology is kind of like the medium. So yeah. Trying to keep the integrity of everything at the same time. While also trying to continue to have a good time while I'm doing it, so it never feels like a job or anything like that.
Do you believe that a bartender has to be like personable, or do you think that they don't have the time to necessarily be personable, depending on like the space?
So two things. Like I don't know. Like I don't know what that looks like. I've never really ever served any drinks anywhere outside like some fun shit for friends and stuff. But however, I have done like service industry stuff, and yeah, I mean it doesn't ever hurt to be personable. Yeah. But it's always levels. It's levels of everything. Like right, you can be personable, but not be like, you know, your like patrons leave and like that was the funnest guy ever. Like as long as I'm, you know, as long as the nigga nice, you know what I'm saying, that's cool. But as long as you're just not rude. But personable, I think is like the bare minimum. But then it kind of like is levels. You know what I'm saying? Personable is like, you know what I'm saying, asking what you need, make sure you cool. Yeah. But I ain't got to be kikiing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, how's your day? You guys what do you got? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to really crack a smile. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody comes up, where you smile at? Like, boy, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. So
that's why I asked that question.
Levels. There's definitely levels.
Yeah, because you might see. I've talked to someone where it's like, you know, you have some people that come into the bars, and you have different type of people that come into the bars, and some are looking for conversations and things like that, and then some, you know, bartenders like, I'm just trying to do my job, and there's a lot of people I got to service, and so
it's levels, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's levels, but it's also like both sides got to like be a little understanding. Like, facts. For example, like if you had like Money Gun, right? That's a super cracking bar. Like, why are you trying to have a conversation with the bartender? Like, you kind of tripping. Like they're like 30 deep.
There's a lot of
you're tripping. Yeah. Like, move the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just wilding. Unless the bartender know you. Like, it's one bartender at Money Gun. Shout out Audrey, super cool, amazing bartender. And so whenever it's like a, yo, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. It's still quick, but it's like a little conversation, even when they cracking. But if you don't know them, move around, bro. They don't want to talk to you for real. They got 30 drinks to make. I promise you, if they want to talk to you, they'll do it outside of work.
Yeah. And since you got into that, what's the spots that like you've had some?
I can't give myself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
What's the spots that I would say when it comes to cocktails or, you know, even mocktails, the places that you like to go on your nights out?
So like I always like going to Money Gun. Money Gun always chill. They all now you go 9 times out of 10 get some decent music, even if it's like the playlist or like they have a lot of live DJs there. So Money Gun, Retreat, at Currency Exchange. It's like South Side. It's like a coffee shop and a bar. Okay. But they have a really good bar program too. Shout out Jason over there. They do happy hours and stuff here and there too. I think like Thursdays is their happy hours. So there and Penny Whistle which is also like it's on 18th and Blue Island. It's also like it's in Pilsen.
Okay.
So it's close to home. So that's kind of like been like my like neighborhood bar a little bit where I'll go there on a whim if I want to go watch the game or something.
Yeah.
And so yeah, those 3 spots are kind of my mainstays. I don't want to forget something, but yeah, those 3. I definitely go there, and I go there because I know I can get a good drink no matter what. So those 3 are always pretty solid.
Facts. What are you doing currently to like feed your soul other than like the drunk bartender thing? Is there any things that you got going?
So as far as like just kind of personal peace and like, recharge and stuff, it's really cooking for real. Okay. I'm really into cooking. As of late, I've been kind of taking a little bit of a break. But I really like to cook. It's like one of the only things I could do. People, sometimes I've even had people ask me like, everybody want to make everything content, right? It's like, gee, I'm just making my meals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I will post like a pic or a plate because I think that shit, plating is so cute to me. I love plating. I think that's like one of my favorite things about food is like plating it and making it look really artsy.
I'm working on that.
Bro, I love that shit. And so I'll post a pic here and there if I get some shit off because, I got some shit off. Like, check me out. But I'm not trying to record myself cook, bro. That shit is just ridiculous. Try to record yourself for like a 30-minute thing and edit that down. So crazy. Speaking of editing something down, sidebar. But your brother would not stop talking when we was doing that video. Oh my God. Like I would like be like, all right, Olo, like put these blueberries in the cup. Cause I was trying to do like different angles. So I'm like, just put the blueberries in the cup. He'll be like, all right, so now I'm going to put these blueberries in the cup. And then he'll get them, and then he counted them out. He go, 1, 2. I'm like, bro, this video got to be at a minute and 30 seconds, right? Like, what do you think we're doing? Like, this ain't Vice TV. And everything was just like, a spiel. So, me and it's always like, me and Deion have known each other for a long time. We grew up together. We used to trade. I'm like, bro, I gotta edit this. Yeah. And then he doing stuff and talking. I'm like, damn, you're throwing me off so bad. So in the video, it came out well. But I like end up being like, okay, well, after drink, like, I'm gonna just get you being funny because you are the man's was just nonstop. But so yeah.
That is so funny.
Gee, shout out, bro. But yeah, cooking's at what feeds my soul, like figuratively and like I don't know what the other side of that. But yeah, I love cooking. This is really fun, and I love like kicking it. I'm a big like outside outlaw.
Yeah. So you used to do baseball. What do you currently do in terms of like something actively now?
Man, I've been trying to figure it out. Nothing, bro. I'm probably the most out of shape I'll ever be in my entire life. So I feel like I'm at the fucking bottom of any shape I could possibly be in. Only way is up, to be honest. There's only one way. It's only up, bro. Like I've been really struggling with finding kind of ways to be active again, and also it's been a little bit of a part of the cynicism, where you kind of go from being on a team and being with these people every day, all the time, to like kind of being like this loner in a way.
Yeah,
and also been like a part of kind of my struggle with finding community in any space I'm in, because I feel like almost like I feel like my whole life has always been like this 4-year span of like turnover and like changing environments. So like I grew up part-time in like Park Forest, then we lived in Park Forest 4 years, and we moved to Glenwood, then we go to Glenwood, then like we go to Longwood, then you go to Brookwood, them whole different kids.
Yeah.
Then you go to I think even junior high some different kids.
Yeah.
And then most of the kids I went to at junior high went to Bloom. So I go to HF. Now it's me and 12 niggas that was in my 8th grade class.
Yeah.
So now it's new people again. 4 years in high school. Now I go to SIUE, some new niggas. So it's like now I come back home and now I'm trying to like refine this space, and I start doing drunk bartending. Now I'm trying to find like my space, this my way in this creative, like this artistic community. So been really trying to find like a team and like a space to kind of sit down and be comfortable with.
Yeah.
So that's definitely been like a thing that I've been dealing with for a long time. I started playing baseball like junior year in high school. Yeah. So it's been like a long time trying to refine this like pseudo team in a way.
Yeah.
So definitely I hate it. I really hate not playing baseball anymore. There's some adult leagues and stuff, but Once again, bottom of the barrel shape. I have never been this bad, bro. I'm down so bad, bro. I be out of breath taking the garbage down, G. Shit crazy.
No, we got some stuff coming from the community this summer, so I'm gonna make sure you there.
Man, I'll come through.
Some active.
I just gotta stretch twice.
I got you.
Yeah, man, for sure. I need it.
Well, we're gonna work on that. And then in terms of like your brain, like what is the superfoods or the things that you're feeding it right now to just stay on point?
Like supplements and stuff, like food, or
not
just
even
like
necessarily
content.
It can be content, books, shows. It can be, I don't know, anything that you feel that you've been taking in to kind of support that.
So, like I was telling you
health.
off the camera, I've been trying to just kind of get better with recording. So I've been doing a lot of like research on kind of like just learning about my camera and kind of figuring out how to shoot better, edit better, things like that. Learning different like cuts and stuff. Speed ramping, which you like that, like they really super jump and slow down. And so learning how to do stuff like that. That's been kind of like the main thing. But really, I just kind of nonstop. I'm like the food thing is really deeper than rap, bro. Like I'm into food in like every sense of the way. Like the culture behind a lot of our favorite dishes. Just simple things about how like 90% of food is like related in some way, like tortillas and pita bread. Like it's all like related, and it's like these like way of like conquest and these these different factions of people traveling certain places, like Spanish people, taking land in like South America and meeting those people and like learning how to make pita bread from like the way they make tortillas, all that type of stuff, right? So I'm into that, like food and food history. Like it's a show called Ugly Delicious. It's hosted by David Chang, which is like this super popular chef, and he like this little stuff about like why isn't a dumpling a ravioli and why isn't a ravioli a dumpling? Like it's all what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's all like the same like methodology when it comes to cooking, but like in different regions of the world, it's like called different things. I was talking to a homie last night. He Nigerian, and we was talking about like the idea of braising, but like I don't think everybody use like the word like braising is like a form of like a technique of cooking, but like 9 times out of 10 you probably braising food but in different ways. So just the way like there's 101 ways to do things, and like it's all kind of tied together, and it's like I think food should bring the world together.
No, facts.
No, for real. I'm dead ass. I know that was like kind of corny, but it really does at the end of the day. So that's kind of been my jam. Food history is like super my jam. I love it, man. It's just nonstop. So yeah.
Yeah. And so Bartender, I wanted to know how did that come about, and when do you choose to do like it seems like you switch off when you just do drunk bartender for a little bit and then so Bartender. How does that?
So to me, I sometimes be needing a break. I be drinking a lot. It all ties together. My terrible shape, my drinking habits, all just ties together. So sometimes being like it's a legit break. And so instead of just like not posting, I was like, you know what? I'm probably going to be, I've been wanting to dabble in mocktails for a while too, because I think mocktails is one of like the dumbest things. In regards to like restaurants and stuff, like I could see making a mocktail at the crib. Like you got some fruits and stuff at the crib, mix it up. I could see that. But when like restaurants are charging like $14 for like just juices kind of like blend, I think that's nuts, man. So I've been just trying to, I want to dabble with it at the crib. So I've been dabbling with that at the crib. And also on some like deeper than rap shit, like alcoholism does run in my family for real. So sometimes I be needing to just take like a step back and be like, are you good? Are you like, what I'm saying? Some like self check shit. Like, can you still like go out and have a good time and not be, in a corner itching? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I be having to make sure I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying like it ever gets like this like super extreme level where it's like I'm missing work or I'm like drunk at work. So it don't ever even like reach that pinnacle of like alcoholism. But you be relying on it to be social or like needing it for certain things, and when you like use it for coping mechanisms and stuff. So what I be trying to do for myself is just like kind of this personal care. It's like, hey bro, you good?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror. Like you okay, cool. Cause like we had what's today? The 23rd. Cool, yeah. We had 23 days, and I'm fine. Like I haven't had one situation where I was like, man, I could really use a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been really smooth and copacetic. I've also been able to find a lot of alternatives. Like I've been drinking like these like NA beers, which has been really cool. It's called this one called Visitor. I've been drinking like these Heineken Zeros, and this is more so just because like I like the taste of bad beer. I don't know. It's like something
really?
I haven't put down. Yeah, like cheap like Heinekens and stuff. I remember drinking like Busch Lights in high school and stuff. Like, yeah,
wow.
I just think that shit be decent. Sometimes like you really like quenches your thirst. So sometimes I be drinking those. But yeah, man. So that's been fun too. Kind of navigating these like the non-alcoholic world and the different like products that kind of come with that. Yeah. So it's been like a twofold thing.
And how do you feel? I would say like internally.
Bro, I'll be joking about this, but dead ass, you just got way more time in the day. Like, for example, right? Like last night, if I was to go out, I'd probably go out around 7. I probably have my first drink around 7:45. I probably have my second drink about 7:55. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is like by 9, I'm probably in it. You know what I'm saying? We're in it. And at that point, my day is a blur. And it's like so that's like in that 2-hour time frame, I went from coherent to WYD text to the wildest Jones. You know what I'm saying? We're just wilding now. So to be able to take a step back and be like, all right, cool. Even though I did go out last night, I still been cool. Mm-hmm. My mornings be better. I feel like I sleep way better.
Yeah.
I also feel like my gut health has been better. Bro, drinking a lot definitely fucks up your gut health, bro. Like I almost want to do a whole like symposium on this shit. Like I was never really hungry.
Yeah.
I always just felt like nauseous. You know what I'm saying? Because I was drinking a lot. And so just taking that step back and like, all right, bro, even when I do kind of start drinking again, it's definitely going to be like a minimum where it's going to be like friends, mostly wine, kind of taking a huge step back on that. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Your day is longer. But what I meant to say was like, I don't wake up with kind of cloudy head. Yeah. Like I wake up cool. You know, I wake up every day at 7 o'clock. I don't know when, like why, but every day 7 o'clock on the dot. You can bet on it every time. Over under 6:55. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. So both times, like my nights are better, my mornings are better. Yeah, I feel a lot better day to day. So yeah, man.
Yeah, in fact, that's currently what I'm doing this year.
That's crazy.
Doing it. Yeah.
So, look, it's so crazy. My homegirl texted me today talking about some you drinking. I'm like, I'll be drinking on the 5th. She come in town on Friday. I was like, you trying to do something? She's like, I don't know. Depending on time I get in. I'm like, all right, cool. I have some food and drink here for you. So you drinking? I'm like, I will be on the 5th. I will be. Yeah. Nothing crazy though. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe do a little wine.
Yeah, I think that's when I get back into it. I'll probably, if anything, I'll probably get into some wines again. I've always,
wine my jam for real.
Yeah. You have a certain type that you really rock with?
Yeah. Well, like not Sauvignon Blanc. Cabernet. Cabernet's like number 1. Like the more like, if you just want to throw a name. But more recently, I've been getting like natural wines.
My homie's getting into that too.
Yeah, so natural wine's really been having it. They got it. I went to this some like I be going like dinners and stuff.
Yeah.
But this dude had like a red Sauvignon Blanc or something crazy, or it was like either a red. Oh no, it was a red Pinot Gris, which is like a white wine.
Yeah.
But it was red because it's like a whole thing. He let the grapes stay in, like let the skin on the grape stay longer and stuff. So it kind of like tinted it, bro. Craziest wine I've ever had. Shout out Matt Colson. Hey, yeah. So yeah, that was my favorite wine. So yeah, but natural wines though, orange wines and stuff. Yeah. I like the funkiness. I be liking the body feel. Like I like to kind of make sure all your senses kind of light up because it be funky and sweet and bitter and tart. You know all these kind of notes in your mouth. And yeah. So yeah, love Sauvignon. How about you?
I'm over there just thinking. I feel like I didn't really get into it like how I want to get into it until I start again like in the new year.
Yeah.
I feel like as a shorty, I'm not really, other than like I guess you should say hard liquor, like when it comes to the wine, it's like now my girl, she, she works in that industry, so she know a lot about it. Mm-hmm. So when it comes down to it, it's like she doesn't know of anything where it's like we should try this one, like. But in terms of the types I like though, it's definitely red wine though.
I think red wine always gonna have it. I've been drinking wine for a while though. Like I started drinking wine when I was during St. Louis time. Yeah. So like 2017. And yeah, man, just been getting deeper in it. It's really like one of them things where you just kind of let your favorite guide you. And so you kind of like find a favorite. So my favorite wine to ever buy is like no fine print.
Okay.
It's a Cabernet, and so I kind of got myself from there.
Okay.
So
start exploring.
Yeah. Semi-sweet though. Semi-sweet.
Yeah, mine's just be a little bit on the bitter end, but a little bit sweet
like
is good.
Merlots? Merlots is crazy.
Merlot, and what's the next? The semi-sweet one. I think
it go like Merlot. I don't really know. I'm not like a Som or nothing sommelier, but it's like Merlot is like super dry and bitter. Then I think it go like Cabernet.
It's Cabernet.
Cool. Because I don't know what Pinot Noir lands between any of that. But like, I feel like Pinot Noir is sometimes a little sweeter.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. But yeah, anything sweet though, super cool on it. I hate sweet wine. I hate sweet everything though. I don't like sweets. Minus that donut I was telling you about earlier.
My gosh. Just to round it out, I appreciate that. Yeah. Just wanted to know, what's the spot, going back to the traveling part, what's the spot that you would like to go to that you haven't been to try some of the food and, you know, experience that there in that culture or that country?
I just really would like to go to Japan.
Oh my gosh. We should all go.
I think we should all go to Japan, bro. I think, bro, Japan and the culture, food culture out there, I think that stuff is crazy, bro. They techniques, like, just how this way that, you know, Japan looks, you know what I'm saying? It's very like
very forward.
Yeah, like forward modern and everything. Technologically forward. I think that's the word. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That, like I said, I was talking about food techniques and stuff like that. They got that stuff down to a T. Like, I don't know if you ever seen like omurice. I'll show you that like whenever we're done. Okay. It's like this. It's like a fried. It's like a thing of fried rice, and they throw like this omelet on top, but the omelet is like semi cooked.
Okay.
And he sliced and he opened it up, and it's like a demi glaze on top. Yes, bro. That. If you ever even try to do that shit, you're gonna fail 100 times, bro. But this man could do that shit with his eyes closed. I've seen it doing it with one hand, eyes closed, blindfolded. Yeah, like masterful. Just even like sushi, like onigiri, which like these rice balls, even like that type of stuff. Like all this stuff takes like this years and years of like technique and learning and like trial and error. And I find that like super amazing, way more amazing than like French cutlery, French dining, so like French cooking, French cuisine. So I'd be cool on that. But like anything with they be rice, eggs, some fish. Yeah, y'all going crazy over there. Yeah. So yeah.
I was gonna ask, what shows is something that you currently are watching that's really got your eye, or a movie that you watched recently?
I feel like fucking TV be going so fast. I feel like I watched like 50 shows.
You watch like 50 shows?
No, I just feel like the way shows be coming out. I thought I'd be watching them and it'd be like here and gone. What have I watched recently? I couldn't even tell you.
You watch Snowfall or you watch?
Snowfall just kind of corny to me. That boy was selling tons of coke in 3 episodes. That was so crazy to me.
Frankly,
yeah, man.
But I gotta watch that show. That show Beef though. It's actually.
I saw Beef.
You saw Beef?
Yeah.
You already watched it?
Yeah, I saw it. Super crazy show.
It was crazy.
Man, do not subscribe to Road Rage.
No.
So I've watched Beef. I watch any new show that's come out, bro. So any new shows come out. I've been trying to watch Succession. Once again, my issues with fair skin folks. Oh. Like, I'm not finna watch y'all argue about being rich. That's just such a crazy concept to me. Like, this family of rich people beefing about being rich and who can, like, I think in the very first episode or something, the oldest son is trying to like snake the dad and get him fired, and then so the dad and him coming through and firing him, and he goes and does meth.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Look, bro, I'm like, your life can't be that hard. Your family is rich as fuck, and you got fired from your job, but you still kept the shares. I know I'm really thinking too deep in this, but it's like you down that bad. You go do meth, bro. Come on, man.
No, that's crazy.
He got fired from his like family's company and went and did meth the same day. Like, he was that down bad. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I've been down bad. Meth has never been on the agenda.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, so I've been trying to watch Succession. But I be like, man, I be bored. So a lot of times, I be doing stuff like editing and stuff like that. So I throw like South Park on in the background. I like, or Boondocks. I really like stuff I can kind of jump up in. Like, oh damn, you let Usher see your girl. Like that episode, stuff like Usher. I can see T.I. Like I can see like I that type of stuff. I can like pop up and watch it. Yeah. But I watched like 3 seasons of South Park. Curb Your Enthusiasm too.
Okay.
Little Larry, shout out Larry David. Every time I be like watching, I'm like, damn, is this man still alive? And they be like, yeah, Larry David's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't wish ill on Larry David. But yeah, those really just cartoons. I watch a lot of cartoons. You can kind of throw them in up on the background and watch it in passing. But yeah. But anything that new has come out, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
And knock it out, just so I can have like the social like ability to have the conversation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like that in TikToks.
What you mean?
Like in terms of like when it comes to some current trend or something that's going on.
Oh yeah, you try to be up on it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when my students, the ones that kind of be like keeping me hip. Where I'll be like, what is that? Oh, my girlfriend, she be, what, do you know this son? I'll be like, nah.
Yeah, man. I don't have like. Some people like send me like TikToks every once in a while, but a lot of that stuff I'd be like literally just like scrolling and I'd be finding certain stuff. I guess this is one shorty. She do these reviews of people like doing like these anonymous things about their partner. Oh my god! And she like give them advice. It's usually bad though. Like it's usually like, my boyfriend is married and he just left me alone to be with his wife. What should I do? And it's like she be like, girl, it's time to find you another man. you ain't never have a man. I was never your man. You the sad girl. And then she like this cough, and she just, and then that's it. And she was like, I think that shit is fucking hilarious. I got you to me later. Yeah, but it gets way nastier though. Wow. Like it'd be some really crazy anonymous stories, like a lot of like layers. But yeah.
Excuse me.
Messy TikTok is my favorite. I love a little mess.
Facts. What's some of your hopes for, yourself, your brand, Drunk Bartender, just within this next year, or maybe even just this summer?
Yeah, man. I would like to do events, bro. I just don't be seeing a lot of times the avenue for it or like the sense behind it. I mean, I've done I did like a little happy hour last year, and I would like to just do like little simple quick strike situation like, hey, I'm having this happy hour here from 4 to 7, come through. But it never really comes together a lot of times. So I would like to do events, but I don't really have too much of a passion to do events. And yeah, but I also would like to start doing like more like in hand things like glassware and things like that. So I'm working on that.
Okay.
Trying to figure that space out. So yeah, try to do more in person stuff. But it's just tough because I don't really see the need. But I don't know. Very weird. I'm in a weird space when it comes to like anything outside.
Just discovering.
And I still try to figure it out. Anything outside just putting stuff out on the internet, like I'd be still kind of weary about.
Yeah.
But you'll still see. You'll be seeing videos. I love making videos. Always fun. I got one cooking right now. So yeah. But yeah, glassware is what I would like to do. I'm working on trying to figure out trying to find like unique pieces to sell. And actually working with Olu for like own boxes and stuff.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, and just trying to figure that out. Also, be on the lookout. I'm about to start doing this thing. I've been really weird about it, but I'm about to do this series. It's called Happy Hour at Home. Wow, it's the first time I ever said this out loud.
Okay,
outside like talking to somebody. Let me Happy Hour at Home, where I'll be literally hosting a group of people at my spot. It'll be small bites and curated cocktails, and yeah, and it'll be like like a nice curated music playlist. Might be a DJ. Or might not. Well, we'll see. Might be a live DJ. So yeah, just be at my place at my humble abode. And yeah, man.
Really dope spot.
I think I'm gonna start doing that soon. But it's just kind of weird because I have people in my space. So
yeah,
that's also a weird thing.
Maybe you have like a process for how you kind of like choose.
No, it'll definitely be personal invites. It'll be like, I want you here, I want you here. It definitely won't be like hey, RSVP for some random nigga to come in my crib. Like, that's crazy.
Nah, facts.
So yeah, that's what I'm working on. So yeah, I got a whole idea, flipping the space to make it like a more of a lounge area. And yeah, dude, that coffee just made my stomach hurt.
That's it's a big space for sure.
Shit, man.
It's nice.
Shout out Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then any last words you like to say or share with people, that you just feel like you might be called to?
Take your time and yeah, I don't know. Take your time and never really feel alone, because like one conversation, what I'm trying to say is never be closed-minded and never be like not too personable to like have a conversation with somebody you never thought you would speak to. because that might be. It sounds. I hate sounding like you. Like when you say something, like somebody you may need. That sounds like using them, but you never know who the person you need to take your next step is. I guess what I'm trying to say. For example, right? I was at a wedding, maybe like a couple weeks ago, and I ran into like an old coworker, and we was just chatting, and we was just talking, just like reminiscing on like old times at the office and stuff. And office crazy, right? I haven't been in the office since 2020. But we was in the office and he was just chatting, and then he was just like putting me on this hella stuff, like how to revamp my resume, how to get certain like higher level gigs, using like the experience I've had, because that's like kind of the toughest thing in like some of the workspaces is quantifying like things you've done and making it make sense to like a recruiter or something. So he was like, me and him just having this, just chatting, like we've only talked maybe like once or twice prior to this, we just chatting. And he just giving me hella just gems, like you can use this to upgrade this, and make this look like this, and just give me a call. I mean, I wanted, because like he was like, I think you're a cool guy. I want to see you win. So blah blah blah. I could have cut that conversation, and not that I didn't have that conversation with him because I was trying to like get somewhere else. Yeah, it was just a genuine conversation, but it ended up leading to what I'm saying, him kind of looking out for me, and like, in terms of helping me with my personal career, my my professional career, whatever. And I thought that was cool because like if I wasn't a personable person, down and had a conversation, I could have cut that shit short. Like, hey man, it's good seeing you. And like moved around. So just kind of being just genuine and personable, and having those conversations. You never know, or like vice versa. I was giving him some game on certain shit. You never know what those little conversations can do for somebody. Yeah. In any space. So yeah, that's really it. I think that's it.
Well, that's it. We're about to head to the kitchen. Go make a mocktail since I can't drink and you can't drink. So we're gonna head over that way. But everyone that's in or tuned into the podcast for today, appreciate you. Love y'all. And peace. We're gonna be back soon.
Yeah.
Live, live. I feel like a live, live.